Welcome to Dreams Modified but Not Deterred. I am Judith. Balancing extracurricular activities as a parent can be really draining, but it can also be very rewarding as well. And so, when you are a parent, we're normally so focused on making sure that our kids have the opportunity to do extracurricular activities. Now, of course, that comes down to if they are dedicated to being committed to that process as they get older. When they're younger, of course, we tend to force them or expose them to things with the hope that they will like something that will spark their interest and then long term may probably become a passion. But as they get older, then there's a little bit of flexibility as to how you go about that. But then, how do you balance your personal extracurricular activities while fulfilling the obligations of being a parent or an adult or being a caregiver? The truth is, not everyone has the opportunity to do extracurricular activities for themselves. So, besides work or church or whatever your obligations are, is there something that you are passionate about? Is there something that sparks your interest? Is there something outside of the routine of being an adult and what your responsibilities are that gives you a sense of satisfaction or joy? So for me, it's a matter of I do enjoy writing. So obviously, I can write a poem when everyone is sleeping or just by inspiration. But really and truly, it comes down to time management, being able to find that time that is allocated to just you. And it may just be 10 minutes, it may just be 5 minutes, but it gives you a chance to kind of regroup and refresh and rebirth new ideas. And I find that to be very self satisfying. Also, if you have teenagers, they are or supposed to be self reliant with some aspect of their daily activity. Being able to maybe just step away to go to the gym for an hour or go for a walk around your block makes a very big difference. Because I feel like as adults, well, when we're younger, we all wanted to grow up. And now that we have grown up, we think about the luxury we had not having the responsibilities that we have, even though there's joy that comes with it, even though there's a sense of accomplishment. So, with that being said, I think it is very important to make time for ourselves. And that can just be 10 minutes. Sit in your quiet space, go in your prayer closet, go to your tennis court, whatever it is. Listen to music, turn the light off, take away all the distractions. It's just help to purge your system and pour in something greater because we're so busy and tend to be so much in overdrive chasing our dreams or giving our children an opportunity that we did not have, that we sometimes forget that your bottle becomes empty if you don't take time to pour back something in there for yourself as well. Communicate with your children's teacher or providers. Likewise, communicate with them. As an adult, I can say communication is one of the constant learning opportunity. It doesn't matter how much you think you're a good communicator. There will be times when your communication is misinterpreted or perceived in a way that was not intended when you're delivering that communication. But I think at the end of the day, I always tell people the same way how we has a I would say an idea or we have a concept or an opinion of how certain aspect of her childhood was and how we either hope it was better or hope we have certain opportunities or maybe you're 100% was pleased with that. That's awesome. Well, likewise, our children as we get older and the people we come in contact with are going to formulate their own opinion based on how they perceive things through their eyes. Does that make it right or wrong? No. Because think about it, if you have siblings, you can recollect something that happened when you were a child with your siblings. And your concept of what happens or happened may be slightly different than what happened in their eyes. Maybe because there's an age difference, maybe because of perspective. But the truth is, everyone sees the world and experiences through the lenses in which they look at things. And many times that is impacted by their beliefs, their surroundings, their experiences, their faith, their biases, or lack thereof. Again, create a healthy lifestyle. And healthy lifestyle should start with small changes because it's not easy. There's something pleasurable about eating a bag of chocolate, you know, or something that totally speaks to your taste buds. It gives you a feeling of high energy, but then within minutes, when you think about the after effects of sugar, you're exhausted. Healthy choices like fruits, vegetables, a balanced diet. It may not always be satisfying, but gradually you can get to a place where with flavor it's satisfying. Again, incorporating exercise, incorporating mindfulness, reading, engaging your mind to expand your understanding of life and how you relate to the difficulties that pops up in your life or how you relate to others is very important. And just kind of gaining emotional intelligence as you show up daily. Take breaks. We don't always take breaks. So, what happens if you start a routine and for some reason you're not consistent? Don't be disheartened. Try again because that is what's important. Keep trying until it becomes second nature to do so. And if you're like in leadership and stuff like that, I think it's important to take breaks. Sometimes we get so caught up with the things that we need to accomplish in a timely manner. Time management is very important. But just being able to take a 15-minute break or half an hour undivided attention to yourself from your desk, from your office, is so important. Because constantly being in overdrive to satisfy the ideology of someone else's dream can become exhausting, and then you start finding yourself losing passion. Again, find out what sparks your interest, find out what motivates you, find out what makes you have a sense of fulfillment, and hopefully you'll navigate a career path that leads you in a place where you can be creative in accomplishing the expectation of your job, but also making it fun for yourself and for your staffs. Consider what bring you joy. What bring you joy? Some people find nature to bring them joy. Some people find music to bring them joy. Some people find church to bring them joy. Some people find their kids, their husband, their family get together. Find what brings you joy. Once you find what brings you joy and you tap into that space, life becomes a little bit more balanced. Practice gratitude. Gratitude to me is just being thankful and grateful for the small things in your life and the big things in your life. So, just the mere fact that I'm able to get up and get dressed and my mind is intact, for me, is enough to be grateful for. Being grateful about the fact that I can sometimes have such a busy schedule is enough to be grateful for, because many times what is overwhelming you, there's someone who is praying for that opportunity. And then sometimes you have to take yourself back to a couple years ago. What position were you in? What was it last? When was the last time you thought about What did I pray for? How did I felt a year ago? What was my burning desire and where am I right now? Gratefulness. Also being able to maybe just call someone and say thank you for that time that you take the time out of your busy schedule to encourage me. Thank you for the thoughtful card, the thoughtful gift, that thoughtful text. There's so many levels of gratefulness. And if somebody does not appreciate your grateful act to them, it's okay because not everyone knows how to say thank you. You have to just know that you're given from a place of what God has laid on your heart. And so if it's not reciprocated, it's fine because sometimes it's not where you plant your seed, it grows, right? It grows in your favor, but it grows to help someone else. So when you help someone, think about helping someone so they themselves can help someone else. So that continues down generation to come, starting with you taking that first attempt to go the extra mile. Practice mindfulness. Practice mindfulness. It's not everything that's meant to be said. And sometimes, especially in the midst of conversation or people, sometimes you have to hold back your opinion or your thoughts. Because what you may say in that moment can either break them or make them. And yes, human behaviors, we don't always master that art. But just being mindful in your communication is not what you say, is how you say it. And sometimes we have to think about how would we receive it had that same statement be stated to us. One of the things I've been trying to do is finding awe in every moment. We can find awe in our desires, right? So we can find awe in that moment of deep intimacy. We can find awe in that moment of creativity. We can find awe in that moment of experience a concert you always wanted to attend in a lifetime. We can find awe in experiencing nature. We can find awe in going to that restaurant that you always wanted to go to just to try the menu. But can you find awe in the simple things? So personally, I am working on finding awe daily in something, whatever that may be. And it's quite funny when I go through my day, and though there are different aspects of what I can find fulfilling, what I can find new or surprising, but finding awe or the depth of how I see awe sometimes is a little bit far-fetched, so to speak, but I think it's a very strange concept that I have somehow started incorporating in my daily life. And so today, my awe, I would say, is being able to record this video because it's been an exhausting 24 hours. However, trying to be consistent with posting videos is something that I'm trying to find some fun in or having some passion with, and I am really thankful for the people who have sent me messages. Thankful for those of you who have watched my video. And if this video is for you, please like, subscribe, and comment. And if it's not, then that's okay as well. Just remember, you can modify your dreams.